Hey guys, today I am reviewing a bicycle saddle. This is a wide saddle that I bought because my narrow saddle that came with my rally bicycle, even with an additional cushion, was very irritating, especially during the longer rides. So I decided to give it a shot and buy a wide bicycle seat. Now, a couple of pointers before you pick a seat. Generally speaking, a wider seat is considered to be the most comfortable, but only if you ride leisurely, meaning that your pace is not too fast and you're mostly doing some cruising, nothing professional racing or something like that. And the reason is because the wider the bicycle seat is, the more your legs, your thighs rub against it. And if you have really high pace, then you get some rubbing on your thighs. On the other hand, the wider seat, it provides more surface, and so it's a little bit more comfortable. For me personally, it was the weight, it seemed like my weight has shifted forward, and there was not as much pressure on those sit bones. Most of the pressure was transferred to the pubic bone, which is again not optimal, but in my case my biggest problem were the sit bones and how painful it was to sit after 25 miles. The seat has a reflective stripe over here. It's not very well sealed, and you can easily pull it off, but it's better than nothing. You can see the thickness, but it's not super soft. It's actually quite hard for the thickness of it. And here's the original bike seat. This is a narrow bike seat that came originally with the bike. It is very hard, narrow, and very difficult to ride. So what I did, I bought a seat cover on top of this one. And this is what it looks like with a seat cover. It gives additional cushion, quite a bit of it actually, and it's compared to the wider seat, this is much softer. There's some kind of a gel padding here. But I have to say that when I was riding the wider seat, I did not have as much pain in the sit bones. Most of the pressure is actually transferred into your pubic bone. And I would constantly slide off this narrow seat. With a wide seat, you feel more stable. For me personally, it seems like a wider seat works better, just because most of my my cycling is done at a leisure pace. Even though I do go longer distances, it seems that for me it's more comfortable. Maybe from anatomical point of view, the narrow seat is more for racing or faster bike riding. For me, it's not a perfect fit. I would prefer a little bit more cushion in the wider bike saddle that I purchased, maybe I will buy an extra cushion to thicken it to be more comfortable. But I think with extra softness, you actually lose a little bit of control. So there are some trade-offs. So I think I'm gonna still opt in for the wider saddle, and we'll see how it goes. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to submit it in the comment section below.